Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mount Carmel Area High School Red Tornado Football. I'm Bob Else along with Jose Gonzalo, and we're up in the northern tier tonight, Jose. We couldn't even get Warren and Wayne on the airplane to get up here.
No, we couldn't even get him here tonight, but those guys will pay for this.
Jose's back up in the box with us, and it's the Red Tornadoes against the Wyalusing Rams. Good game expected tonight, Jose.
Yeah, looks like an interesting matchup, Bob. They're 5-3 coming in here tonight. Have real nice size. I think you said something like 252 across the front. They're leading the Northern Tier League defensively, so it ought to be an interesting matchup.
Definitely, and they have one extremely good on leading that Northern Tier 2. There's a cornerback, Brooke Blemley, who he leads the NTL in interceptions. He has 5 going into here. They come in with a 5-3 record, as you say. They've lost to Canton, Vestille, New York, and also Western Wayne, a team we're all familiar with, Montoursville. That's one of the wins they have, and they've gone against and beaten Athens, Troy, Sayre, and last week a real good showing against Wellsboro. So a good team, Jose.
Yeah, and talking to some of their people tonight before the game, as you and I both did, they talked about that Vestal game, and Vestal is supposedly one of the better football teams in New York, and it ended up being a loss, but they felt they should have won the football game. So I'm sure they're going to present some challenges to us, and I'm sure if they watched us, I'm sure we're going to see some things into the air tonight. And hopefully we made some adjustments over the last week. And I guess during the night we'll talk a little bit about last week, because even though we'd like to forget about it, it was a game that I think we're all going to remember for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
and you know, it was really exciting. There's a lot of things that happened during the game we can share with the folks out there tonight.
Talked to some people, Jose, that weren't Mount Carmel fans, that were there just to see the game, and they were just, extremely impressed, excited, enjoyed it. A great high school football game.
There's an interesting thing right
Mount
off the
Carmel
bat.
deferred.
We've deferred.
Yeah.
We're going to kick off.
Red Tornadoes are going to kick off and go on defense, and on that side of the ball for the Red Tornadoes tonight, you're going to look at probably number 80, Chris Cuff, starting at defensive end. At tackle, number 60, Jason Malakowski. At nose guard, 54, Jeff Evans. At the other tackle, 58, Mike Sinkovich. And at the other defensive end, 71, Dan Daukus. The linebacker positions, number 47, Steve Sinkovich, and number 1, Terry Meyer. The cornerbacks, number 2, Nick Chesney, and number 29, Josh Paracella. Strong safety, 26, Ron Lantini, and the free safety, number 5, Nick Sebas. That is if we go with our normal defense, Jose. There could be some changes where you'll see 28, Al Bailey in the game, and also number 25, Jonathan Beach.
You're right, and in addition to that, Bob, I think in case we miss it going on without Warren and Wayne here tonight, Mickey Morose may be expected to see some time at defensive end, and I think there'll be a few wrinkles tonight where you'll see Steve Sinkovich back at tight end or Jay Malakowski in a double tight situation.
And that's mainly with Chris Cuff still having some problems with his foot.
Yeah, his ankle.
Mm-hmm. 58, Mike Sinkovich to kick off and get this one rolling from Wyalusing, Pennsylvania. First time up here.
Mike averaging about 50 yards at kickoff and doing a great job kicking off this season.
Big kick taken on about the 6-yard line. Cuts up to the middle, and a big hit by number 28, Al Bailey. Good hit by Bailey on number 23, the ball carrier, Justin Johnson. And a lot of Justins on this team tonight. You'll have about 4 Justins playing for Wyalusing.
Yeah, they talked about 3 or 4 in the starting lineup.
Guy to look at here is number 14, Larry Otis, the tailback. Larry's a 5'11", 170-pound senior, has 942 yards on the season, and he's looking to, be the first guy here to go over 1,000. Hopefully not tonight.
Yeah, hope not.
First down and 10, Rams. Tries it to the fullback. Big hit in the middle of the pile there. Terry Meyer, number 1, and 54, the initial hit, Jeff Evans. He just tore by the center. Good job by Evans.
1-yard loss. Brings up a 2nd and 11.
74, O'Brien was in for tackle for number 58, Mike Sinkovich. Sinkovich changing his shoe, but giving O'Brien a little playing time. He's back.
Well, I think that was O'Brien's spot to start the season, and I guess they felt that after his injury, he deserved to go back to it. It'll be good to get him some playing time for next year also.
Taylor again tries up the middle to the fullback, Justin Jones, and again, Evans in on the bottom with number 1, Meyer, and 47, Sinkovich, and I just don't think you're going to run at the center of this Red Tornado line.
No.
This is one of the few times, Jose, that we've seen a team since Allentown Central come out and not try to throw out in the flat and get things going in the air before they establish the run.
Maybe they just want to see what they can do. I guess what they feel with the size they have up front, maybe they've been able to run on people and they just want to see if they can do that.
Third down, 12 yards to go. Ball on the 19-yard line early in the first quarter. Taylor back to pass. Oh, a big rush. Initial hit made by 58, Steve Sinkovich, helped out by 54, Jeff Dog Evans. And Evans, a nice job on all three plays there on defense.
Absolutely.
Punting situation for the Rams. Dropped it back to the 10-yard line, so that was a 9-yard loss, Jose.
Right. That was a great defensive effort by the front five this time. Now we have to catch the ball and run with it. It's something we haven't been doing. I think we have one actual punt return in the last 3 games.
Larry Otis back to punt for the Rams. Good kick in the direction of Veach. Takes it on about the 44-yard line and is stopped right there at the 44-yard line. Good coverage by Wyalusing. Number 20 in on the tackle, Ken McCarty. And what really made that work, Jose, was the high kick. It was an excellent, good hang time. It wasn't real long, but it had good hang time and left the defenders get downfield to make the stop.
But we get the ball in good field position to start our first. We're not backed up. We should be able to do whatever we want.
Red Tornado offense out there right now. We're looking at 72 Vogler at tackle, 71 Dan Daukus at guard, 75 John Else at center. The other guard, 58 Mike Sinkovich, tackle Chris Shue, number 77, and at end 47 starting the game there, Sinkovich. Handoff to Bailey. Gets about a 1-yard gain and a nice tackle made by number 24, Justin Jones. The rest of the Red Tornado offense, number 5, Nick Sebas at quarterback. The fullback, 28, Al Bailey. The tailback, 25, Veach. In slot back, 27, Matt Van Doren, and number 8, Mike Smith will come in with plays, and 29, Paracella, the split end.
And we do have Steve at tight end, Bob. I'm not
instead
sure
of Cuff, right. I picked that up, right.
He did a great job blocking there last week in his first time at tight end.
Paracella split left. Veach goes in motion to the left. Sebas fakes to the fullback, back to pass. Looks in the corner of the end zone for Paracella. Incomplete. Oh, it's Veach in the corner of the end zone.
That was an out and up.
32 made a nice play, Brooks Blemley, and that's Blemley who's made all the interceptions in this Northern Tier League. He has 5 going into it right now, so it looked like Veach was open for a while, but Blemley had good coverage.
I think Johnny looked like he stumbled down there too, but it did hang a little bit too long, and they were able to get back on it.
9:07 left on the clock in the first quarter.
I know
Red Tornadoes.
I know it's difficult to see from down there, but as he broke, it looked like Josh was open as he cut across the middle on the same play, so maybe they'll come back to it if they look inside.
Blitz coming here from the Rams. Big pressure on Sebas. He tucks the ball away and rolls to his left. Looks downfield, incomplete, and it'll be a punting situation for the Red Tornadoes.
Josh did a good job coming back because he knew Nick was in trouble. Just weren't able to connect on it.
No, Nick had a roll, but when he did roll, he had lots of time out there then, Jose.
Yeah,
they didn't really put they didn't have the speed coming after him that they should have.
No, the speed difference looks obvious so far if we can just take advantage of it. We got a flag on a play with the lineman downfield, which has been a nemesis for us all year, but it was hard in a situation like that. They probably weren't not sure whether he was going to run or pass.
Right. Punt formation, 47, Steve Sinkovich. The long snap, number 1, Terry Meyer. Snaps back to Sinkovich. Kicks away. Line drive sort of kick that bounces on the 10 and makes it into the end zone. This one will come back out to the 20-yard line. Well, both teams looked like they were testing some things on that first series of plays, Jose. You had the Rams try to run 2 up the middle, and the Red Tornadoes go with a long way. It looked like they were going to go 2 long passes.
Yeah, it looked that way. And that's sort of opposite what some of the coaches told me before the game. They thought maybe we'd get back into the hook out curl situation to help give Nick some confidence. Maybe we'll come back to that later. Maybe it was to set things up by going long early.
The Rams go out of split backs. First time to Otis, the ball carrier, and he stopped after about a half-yard gain. Boy, can't see who got up off the bottom of the pile.
Looks like Jeff
Looked
again.
like Jeff Evans, yeah,
Looks like
definitely.
Jeff again.
Mike Sinkovich, too. He was in on that side right there. They ran at Mike Sinkovich. So between Evans and Sinkovich, they were in on the tackle. 8:30 left in the first quarter. The balls, it was about a half-yard loss.
It looks like they feel they want to run left. I don't think they really realize what they're trying to do.
Out of the split backs again. Going to try Otis this time. Again up the middle, and he's stopped right at the 20-yard line. Mike Sinkovich is on top of the pile. Jason Malakowski made that tackle, looked like on the initial hit. And Jeff Evans is right in the middle of that whole mess all the time. He is right there and holding his ground, Jose.
Yeah, Jeff's really doing a job. The center is the small guy on the line, and Jeff just seems to be able to outquick him thus far.
Out of the eye. No, it isn't. One back. They have a slot and a back. Pitch back to Otis, going to try to take it outside. Stretched out real nice, and some tackles made over there. The initial hit made by number 1, Terry Meyer, and then Jeff Evans was over there, Chris Cuff, and Malakowski. 4th down, 9 yards to go for the Rams. Punting situation puts Sebas and Veach deep for the Red Tornadoes. Number 14, Larry Otis, will be in punt formation for the Rams. Snaps back to Otis. Good kick again. Gets a nice sailor in the direction of Sebas. Catches it on about the 44-yard line. And he's run down at the 49. Flags on the play. This one will go against the Red Tornadoes, I think, Jose.
Probably a clip or a hold.
Pretty good punt there, Jose.
36 yards.
36,
nice
okay.
Punt.
He just gets the nice hang time, though. That's what's really helping a lot. Field position changes here a little bit in favor of the Rams on the penalty. The Red Tornadoes will take down over 1st down and 10 on the 36-yard line.
Let's see if we go back to some of our bread and butter with the blast or the outside veer or power dive.
Well, we're in the I formation for it, that's for sure. 6:54 left in the first quarter. To Veach off the left side, big hole. 1st down, Red Tornadoes after about an 11-yard gain. Nice hole on the left side of the Red Tornado line that time. Van Doren brings the play in for the Red Tornadoes. Nice crowd here from the Red Tornadoes. They brought a bunch of buses and a lot of car traffic came up here too,
Sure
Jose.
was.
Down. Well, our camera angle isn't going to show you the crowd because we're looking at a very small visitor side with our camera.
Much of our crowd is on this side of the field.
Bailey tries it off that left side and he gets maybe about a yard or two.
Yep.
Tackle made by 74 in there, Jeremy Dimmick. And Jeremy and Josh Dimmick are the two twins, 6'4", 317, and 6'3", 290, respectively.
And down on the field, Bob, before the game, it doesn't look like they cheated on those sizes.
They
either.
are that size, aren't
they?
they?
Are that big.
And then you put their nose guard, number 77, Cogswell, right in the middle, and they are a big defensive line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Pitch trying outside to Veach. Tried to take it outside, and he does not gain any yards. A great tackle made by the outside linebacker, Justin Adams, a 5'11", 180-pound junior. Good pursuit by Adams that time, Jose.
Yeah, it was. We were trying to do something to set them up away from the power where they thought that they'd overshifted to the 2-receiver side. And perhaps we got into it with motion and they didn't do it, but they expected them to, and then leaving it unbalanced on the other side. And it didn't quite work out the way they drew it up.
You got to go get that linebacker, don't you?
Yep.
Sebas back to pass. Looks on a slant. Picked off and knocked out of his hand. It was actually intercepted by Henninger, and he ran into one of his own players, which was number 20 on that, Ken McCarty, and he knocked the ball out of Henninger's hand. So good luck for the Red Tornadoes there that one wasn't intercepted, Jose.
No, that was a crossing route, 70 crossings, and it looked like Josh was open.
Snaps back from Meyer to Sinkovic in punt formation. Steve Sinkovic with the end-over-end punt. Shoots for the corner and will go out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. First down and 10 Rams from the 10. 4:57 left in the first quarter.
Nice 40-yard punt for Steve with no return.
He's had a way of placing that punt very well this year. He seems to be able to angle for a corner and get it out at the 10 or 5-yard line. So,
no, our kicking game has certainly been in excellent shape this season, Bob, with both Mike and Steven doing a great job.
Well, that was a new wrinkle to a pass play, though. A nice crossing pattern that really should have worked.
Well, it's something Whitey's run it the 6 years that he's here.
Right. Tries Otis off the left side of the line.
I don't know what they thought they
Looks
saw.
like Mike Sinkovic in on the tackle. Yeah, you're going right at Mike Sinkovic is where you're going.
Running away from Jay Malachowski, but
right.
I don't think they realize what they're going into.
No gain. You're going at Sinkovic and Daukus there, and what's really messing them up a lot on their offensive plan is Jeff Evans sneaking in and making a lot of the tackles.
Yeah. Unless they're trying to set us up with that dive series, and then they're going to pitch or keep outside as we go along.
Well, here we're going out of split backs. Going to try Jones, the fullback. Number 1, Terry Meyer, all over him and helped out by Malachowski, but initial hit made by number 1, Terry Meyer. No gain.
They've run 8 plays, Bob, and have 1 yard on the positive side and 2 on a minus, or I'm sorry, 10 on a minus. So we're looking at minus 9 yards in the first 8 plays, and we're going to continue to try to do the same thing. It's time to change.
Out of the I formation. Justin Jones, number 24 at fullback, and Otis, 14, is the tail. Going to try Jones up the middle. Now it was a fake, and the quarterback kept the ball, but a good tackle made by Chris Cuff after about a 2-yard gain. 4th down and 8 yards to go for the Rams. 3:23 left on the clock in the first quarter and running down. Well, so far their offense hasn't shown, but the defense is holding them in the game in the first quarter here.
Yes, they are. They've given us 1 first down thus far.
Sebas and Veach deep. Otis in punt formation.
We should end up with pretty good field position after this punt.
Snaps back. We go back to set up blocks. This one bounces in front of Sebas. He takes it on about the 50-yard line. Tries to cut it up the middle of the field and gets to about the 46-yard line of the Rams. First down and 10 Red Tornadoes from the 46-yard line.
Another 40-yard punt.
They're consistent, but the nice thing is the height he's putting on his punts, Jose. It's giving them time to get down and get some coverage on it.
You're right, Bob.
That time it looked like maybe we were trying to set up to come out up the middle of the field, but Nick went right and then left and then cut it back up the middle, and there was some great coverage there.
It looked like an 8 return to me.
We're going to Veach off the left side. Gain of about maybe 5 yards. Nice run. Good blocking in there. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. How's that sound? You were counting.
Real good, yeah. This is
well,
new
besides
for me
announcing,
yeah.
we have to tell you, but you're still doing your stats from up here,
yeah,
and you got to do both jobs, and that doesn't always make it that easy.
We tell folks if it does get quiet,
that's what we're doing, writing some numbers down.
Difficult.
Sebas to Bailey. Gain of about maybe 2 yards, 85 in on the tackle, Aaron Easterbrook. 3rd down and a long 3 for the Red Tornadoes.
Both teams just feeling their way around here so far in the first quarter, Bob. Not a whole lot of offense yet, but you get the feeling that it's going to explode. At least I do.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think the speed's going to be too much.
You can see it's there. It's just how long they can contain it. Bailey comes in motion to the right side. Sebas just keeps the ball and goes outside, and he's nailed. The guy that really made that play was number 28. 28, is it 28? Yeah, Justin Adams. He's that outside linebacker, Jose. He made Sebas roll very, very deep. We missed the block. Somebody missed the block to get him and puts the Red Tornadoes in a punting situation. 4th down and 5 yards to go. Sinkovic in punt formation. He's trying to shoot for that corner again. This one bounced up and stopped. And
took it on about the 10.
He found some running room and he runs out of bounds, so really nobody made the tackle. The guy putting the pressure on him was number 1, Terry Meyer. 1st down and 10 for the Rams. It looks like on about the 18-yard line.
18.
That punt sort of stopped. It didn't keep the end-over-end roll, and that's why they were able to pick it up, Jose. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Rams set up out of the I formation. Going to try Jones, the fullback. Number 1, Terry Meyer on the bottom of the pile, along with 71, Dan Daukus on his ankles.
For the cheerleaders, the yellow.
2nd down, 9 yards to go, a 1-yard gain.
I think it's a girl. 71.
Still going at our right defensive side.
Yeah, they want to go at that, don't they?
They sure do.
They want to run left. And actually, they're running away from their big guys. The 2 big guys, 74 and 75, are on the right side of their line, Jose. Taylor now going to try one right off the right side. Terry Meyer had him first to Otis, and he slips out of his grip, but a good finishing tackle by number 2, Nick Chesney. Gain of about 8 yards. 3rd down and 1 yard to go. Nice fake there. I had the fullback coming in the middle, even with the binoculars, Jose.
Well, I guess they ran it so many times. I guess they're even getting them convinced that that's what they're going to run. 27.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, the Red Tornadoes nothing, the Rams nothing. And we'll have to do a little bit of Warren's jobs here, which we usually have Warren do, and he has it memorized. We'd like to remind you that you're watching WKMC TV. We are broadcasting to you over a microwave signal, WLX267. We are an instructional fixed television station, and you're watching us on a Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock on Channel 13, courtesy of the Service Electric system. And Service Electric does a lot for Mount Carmel by letting them put this stuff out on the airwaves. Remember that 7:30 in the morning, you can catch up on all the morning high school news, watch the kids from the high school bring you the broadcasts, and it's an enjoyable thing. Turn it on in the morning, catch some houses in Mount Carmel, and before the news comes on, and then you get to hear the kids bring the news of the day and the lunch and all that good kind of stuff.
Bob, how's this a contrast from last week?
Go ahead.
Wyalusing, 2 total yards in the first quarter. Mount Carmel, 22.
That's a contrast.
Wow. When we went for over 900 yards, we're averaging 230
I guess
a quarter.
we're going to have a defensive game tonight, huh?
Well, I think Charlie Connolly would be happy.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the I formation. Jones at fullback, and he'll probably get the ball. But no, it goes to... Well, it was the quarterback number 2, and Steve Sinkovic beat everybody there. He beat the handoff. He beat everything.
I think they were going to run the same thing, and Steve just got it.
Great play by Sinkovic. It was 3rd and 1, and now it's 4th and about maybe 5, so a 4-yard loss. Otis will be in punt formation for the Rams, and deep for the Red Tornadoes will be 25 Veach and number 5, Nick Sebas. Otis has been averaging that 36-yard punt. Snaps back, well, not averaging, but has been, oh, this is a little better. Fair catch called for by Sebas, and the ball bounces and takes a good ram roll down to the 26-yard line, and that'll help Otis's punting average, Jose.
26 and 24, it makes it 50. 50-yard punt, no return, great height.
Yep. Well, where it looked like the Red Tornadoes would pick up some good field position, it put them down a little deeper in their end than they expected. 1st down and 10, Red Tornadoes. I'm trying to check the flags. I think he was kicking from left to right with the wind that time. I'm trying to remember when we were out there how it was blowing, Jose.
No, it looks like it's absolutely dead right now.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right now they're trying to figure out which is the right ball.
They're changing balls.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me, the ball situation that people don't realize. Most teams are running or using the same football. However, a lot of quarterbacks like the feel of their own ball because you either put more air in it or less than the other one, and you just get a feel for it. And we normally like to run our own ball into the football game. That's why we have the ball boys.
But that one went back to our sideline. That same ball went back to our sideline. So can we change balls?
Some official crews like to run it from the same side, and others allow you to do it yourself.
Beach off the right side, found a hole and gets about 9 yards. Good run that time off the right side. Be about a 9-yard gain. Oh, it's a first down. Okay, I'm sorry. From our angle, it looked like about 9. We're going to have that a little bit tonight. There's some angles here that you can't really tell where the ball is.
I think the glass makes a little bit of a difference, too. I'm having a hard time getting used to the glass.
10:50 left in the first half. No score from up in Wyalusing here.
They're going to come.
Sebas back to pass. Looks in the flat at Paracella. 5-yard gain. Good play, good pass.
Perfect play against what they called.
Yep. They had
Nick
the blitz coming.
3-step drop and just hit Josh right out in a little hook pattern.
So you know the names of all those. That's because you had a receiver as a son, you know? When you have a lineman as a son, you don't know hooks and flats and posts and all that stuff. So
well,
it's like Boomer and Deerdorf talking, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Well, you can tell me about the types of blocking they're using, though.
Out of the eye. Beach goes in motion to the right side. Tries Bailey. Flags on the play.
We're going to get a hold.
Yeah, definitely. Something happened way over on the right side of, and that's the far side away from us on that side of our line. Referees talk it over. 9:58 left in the first half.
No, it's illegal procedure.
It's a shift, right?
Maybe he wasn't set.
Right. You could tell it was way over on the far side. Second down and 10 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes.
Okay.
As long as you leave this Wyalusing defense handle you here, it's going to make this game a little more interesting, Jose.
Yeah, as long as we can keep them in the game, the same as Shikellamy. You know, if they stayed in the game, they got more confidence as they went on. You know, you're facing the defending state champion. If we blow them out right away, you lose confidence. But if you let them stay in the game.
Try Bailey, fumble on the play.
That ball hit the ground.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Red Tornadoes.
They're saying it's Mount Carmel football.
Good job by Bailey, because he had 3 Rams around him, and none of them got it. He came back with the ball. Third down, 10 yards to go. Steve Sinkovich and Mike Smith into the game for the Red Tornadoes. Sinkovich comes in at tight end because I see Chris Cuff on the sideline, and Smith just comes in as the flanker. Sebas, back to pass. Looks over, complete, and that'll be close to a first down. I can't see who caught the ball yet. Paracella gets up with it, yeah. That'll be real close to a first down, Jose.
Well, it looks like where they're marking is just going to be short. It's hard to see.
Officials timeout for a measurement. Well, the Red Tornadoes would certainly like to keep momentum going here and get some first downs and get this thing rolling. Getting a good angle at it there, and it'll be 4th down and inches to go.
I'm going to say no.
At least that's what the Rams are saying.
This is a place where Whitey likes to go.
Well, he's going to go for it.
Week.
Yeah. This will be a quarterback sneak guaranteed. No matter how many people they put up in the middle of the line, they will run a quarterback sneak. Or fake a quarterback sneak and go with something else. This is probably one of the biggest offensive lines, though, that we're going to be running defensive lines that will run a quarterback sneak against. They actually now put the 2 big guys right in the middle, which are the Dimmick brothers, 317 and 290. They are right in the middle of this line. They are the guys that are going right at it. There it is. And first down, Red Tornadoes. And I'll tell you what, that was 280
tough.
Of John Elsa's pounds against 290 of the Dimmick and 317 of the Dimmicks. But that's all you have to do. Let Jonathan. Jonathan's never going to get pushed backwards, Jose. He
No,
will
he
always
hasn't,
go
Bob.
forward. It doesn't matter how big they are. He's going to push them forward.
Well, he did it that time.
8:42 left in the first half. Pitch back to Veach. Good cut by Veach. Has lots of running room. Oh, boy, 2 blockers in front of him, and a great play made by number 23, Justin Johnson, to sneak in between the blockers and make the stop, Jose.
I thought he was gone, Bob.
Yeah, great job by Johnson. Well, we can see why their defense has been ranked so high up here. When you get some cornerbacks and some linebackers making plays like that, that helps you, helps from those big yards going like that. First down and 10, Red Tornadoes, the ball on the 38-yard line.
5 carries, 41 yards for Johnny thus far in the first half.
Big blitz, gets
There's
the
a
pass
fade.
away. Actually, good defense that time by Paracella. 32 had that ball all the way. Bramley, he just played that perfect. He knew right where it was coming, stayed right with it. Good job by Bramley.
This kid's a good D-back, Bob.
Yeah, he is.
He had real good coverage on the play. Knew what it was early on.
Well, it was just a corner. It was corner pattern?
No, a fade.
A fade over there? Okay. And he just stayed with it. No fake or anything, just a fade run to that corner, right?
The way you win the route is at the line of scrimmage. You have to just make your guy thinking you're going to do something else and then just blow by him.
Yeah. Sebas keeps the ball. Has to take it way outside. And a big hit by number 23, Justin Johnson. Good hit by Johnson.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, you're looking at some really, really, really good cornerbacks and linebackers here.
Yeah, you are, Bob. This kid really put a lick on Nicky that time.
I don't know why they have him in. He's in a free safety? He's playing in place of Larry Otis. Otis, number 14, the good running back, he's usually the safety, and that's why 23's in there right now. Third down and long, 7 yards to go. Passing situation. Sebas keeps the ball. Looks downfield. Oh, over the head at the 20-yard line of number 29, Paracella.
Yeah,
And 28 put Justin Adams put Sebas on his back.
Nicky's taking a beating early on in this football game. Now we're going to punt.
Well, 4th down and 8. I don't think anybody can push them back that far. Good defense by these Rams, I'll tell you. Sinkovic in punt formation, snaps back from Meyer. Good high kick this time by Sinkovic. Fair catch called for by Otis, bounces and is downed at about the 16-yard line by the Red
16, it
Tornadoes.
looks like.
Mickey Moreau's downs it there. First down and 10 Rams, 6:57 left in the first half. No score from Wyalusing.
Real good defensive effort by the Rams, Bob.
Big series for them offensively, though. They have to get something going here sooner or later offensively to actually, well, they're staying in it defensively, but you still have to get your offense rolling, Jose.
Yeah, we do.
Taylor at quarterback. Tries up the middle, big play down on the bottom of the pile, makes a hit on the fullback. 54, Jeff Evans.
Boy, Jeffy's
No,
really...
you know what? That was 58. That was Mike Sinkovic. Evans is standing there, and Sinkovic getting up off the bottom of the pile. Sorry, Mike. Good hit down underneath. Looked like it came from the middle of the defensive line. That's why I called it there at Evans.
Sometimes we shift over, too, to the strong side, and Jeffy's over in the gap, and,
right.
and Mike's closer to the center, so it's hard to tell where they came from.
Otis, the lone tailback. Quick
There's
pass.
the slant.
Complete. Still on his feet, and after a first down tackle made by 47, Steve Sinkovic, and number 26, Lentini. First down, and that's that little pass that eats us alive.
That's from the Allentown Central Catholic Playbook, directly.
ACC.
Well, I said, Bob, that's one of the things when you play division or AAA football. The coaching, and I'm not picking on anybody else, but you can expect excellent coaching at that level. And Jim Morgan's just taught everybody else how to beat us,
And what
we're vulnerable to,
right?
And people have taken advantage of that in the last few weeks.
Oh, I think since the game after Allentown Central Catholic, since the game after, we've seen that type of offense come at us, and it is out of his playbook. It's not. They've seen stuff on film. They've watched that game in particular and tried to learn what they can do from it. So that's what we're looking at.
Now, to not able to beat us, I mean, you're going to have to be a better passer, and you're going to have to be consistent at other things. You can't only throw that. You're going to have to be like a Bowman. But
right.
Like we said, we talked a little bit about that last week. The one thing that I noticed today, because I hadn't had a chance to look at everything during the week, the 38 points scored by Shikellamy happens to be the most points ever in 106 years scored against the Mount Carmel team that won the football game.
Okay.
Now, we've had more points scored against us in victories, but as for a losing team, 38 points is the most that anyone has ever scored on us. The most previous, if people remember back in 1966, was the Carlisle 32-28.
Okay, I remember that game.
Where we beat them 32-28. And that year we also beat Shenandoah 47-28. So 28 had been the most scored by an opponent in a losing effort. But last week surpassed that in addition to a number of other things.
5:51 left on the clock in the first half. Taylor back to pass. Looks down a post pattern. Great play by Nick Sebas. Good play by number 5, Sebas. Give him credit all the way. He played it for the ball instead of the receiver. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Nicky was a free safety that time, and he was in great position to make a play.
The 32-28 game, that was the Doviak-Niglio years, right?
Doviak-Niglio years with the big Whitehead or White, the big fullback from Carlisle,
right.
Who was at that time 220.
They looked like the Green Bay Packers, I remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Third down, 10 yards to go.
And trips again. They're going to spread things out now, a la Bowman.
Boy, they went heavy in that first half with just power stuff trying.
I think they should have gave it up. I don't blame them for giving it up.
Taylor, big rush that time by the Red Tornadoes. And that's one thing you can see in on the stop was number 58, Mike Sinkovich. He gets the sack. You can't do that, though. You can't take a 5 or 6 step drop back against this defense. You can do what Bowman did with 3 steps, but you're not going to get back there that many times.
No, you're not.
Punt formation or punt situation? No. Third down, sorry. Third down and about 18 to go. Number 32, Bramley, the good cornerback, is split far outside here for the Rams. They're going to pitch to Otis and try to bring him to Remley's side. Good pursuit, and he gains about maybe 6 yards.
Nicky Chesney?
Yeah, finished off by number 2, Nick Chesney. Lentini made him turn, but Chesney with the tackle. Fourth down, and we're going to say 15 to go. So that's about a 2-yard gain. Number 14, Larry Otis, will be in punt formation. 4:57 left in the first half.
Time for a momentum change here, Bob.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe special teams can do it if we can get the ball a little bit halfway above the lights.
Oh, bad kick this time for Otis. And goes out of bounds. This one will be out of bounds probably around the 48-yard line. Nope, right about at the 50.
Give him a 19-yard punt on that one.
He was doing pretty well up to that punt right there.
Maybe he was getting a little nervous, too.
First down, Red Tornadoes. Well, 4:51 left here in the second quarter. Sebas out of the I formation. Steve Sinkovich still in at the tight end for the Red Tornadoes. Sebas to Bailey. Tries him up the middle. Good play made right there on the left side. 74 in on the tackle, one of the Dimmick brothers, and also helped out by number 28, Justin Adams. Adams having a heck of a game. Second down, 8 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes. Sebas to Veach. Tries off the right side, cuts in that hole beautifully, and gets about maybe a 7-yard gain. We'll have a third down and about 2 yards 3:54 left and counting down. At the ball spotted on the 42-yard line. Out of the I formation. Going to go to Veach off the left side. Finds a hole up the middle.
Nice
Cuts
hole.
it back at about the 20-yard line. Going to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Red Tornadoes.
42 yards on the touchdown, Bob. Great hole in the middle between the guards and center, John Ellis, Danny Daukus, and Mike Sinkovich. Great hole.
And it's just amazing how Jonathan Veach reads that. He looks at where Jonathan and Daukus and Mike Sinkovich, what they're doing, and he just cuts right through that hole in a good blocking scheme up the middle.
Bob, I don't know how much he read that time. He just took off.
Yeah,
It was
just right up the
they
middle.
shot him
right,
out of the
right,
block, and that's
right.
the way you have to run.
But when he
that
lines
play.
up back in that I formation, he does have time to look and read it. Snaps back from Else to Paracella. It's down, and the kick is blocked. Kick is blocked. Big rush. I'll tell you what, 24 from the right. He actually wasn't at the right end, but he was at the right side of the Ram line. He just came blasting right through. He was not touched. Whether it was a blitz or what, he just came right through the line, Jose. With 3:35 left in the first half, the score, the Red Tornadoes 6, the Rams nothing.
Well, we needed to get something going, and we certainly did.
Otis will be deep for the Rams, along with number 28, Justin Adams, who's having a really good game, and number 23 back there, Justin Johnson.
7 carries, 99 yards for John Veach.
Well, if that's what they're gonna give you, give them the ball and let them go, Jose. 58, Mike Sinkovich will kick off for the Red Tornadoes.
I'm sorry, 89.
Good spiraling kick taken by Johnson on about the 11-yard line. Brings it up, and he's going to be tackled. No, he isn't. He breaks free, finds some running room, and does a nice job. Tackled by 25 Veach. They left him go, and he got up to the 41-yard line. 3 Red Tornadoes had him down at the 22, so that's from the 11 to the 41. 30-yard run back. 3:24 left on the clock. First down and 10 Rams. Johnson, a 5'11 junior. Nice run back. Out of the I formation. Jones and Otis in the backfield. Quick pass. Little screen pass. Finds some running room, and nice open field tackle.
I don't know what they're going to get
on the side over. I know it was from the back here.
Unless they pick somebody.
There's
on
a flag on the play.
Must have been an eagle block downfield or a pick, because they just ran a quick hit, and there was nothing down there but a receiver.
Well, that was Bramley on the reception. And they're talking it over with the Red Tornadoes right now, so it is against the Rams. We'll wait for the call here from the head referee. He's going to wave it off. They're going to wave that one off. I'm not sure what it was.
I don't even know what they were
we don't even know what it
from.
was because, as you said, Jose, there wasn't much it could be from where they threw the flag. Second down, 1 yard to go. A short yardage for the Rams. 3:17 on the clock. The refs still over. Right now, they can't run this play. If they were, there's too many officials over. Blow your whistle, ref.
He's just waving. Maybe
Wow.
he doesn't have one. He's sending everybody back. It looks like coming out in the trips formation this time, back this way.
Explaining this one to the Red Tornado coaching staff. You hear the coaches over here, Jose. We're sitting next to the Wyalusing coaches, and they're talking pass. I mean, we can hear it being said. They want to get the ball up in the air. The guys upstairs.
They don't have
there.
any choice.
Right. Taylor with Otis in the backfield.
See, they run a trips, and they think that we're covering it with 2 guys. They don't realize that Nicky at free safety is your 3rd man in the coverage, and he's going to get there. You know?
And actually, number 1, Terry Meyer, was a 4th man in coverage there. So the Red Tornadoes brought Meyer just came right out on the 3rd man that was in coverage. So it was covered, definitely. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Right here, Wyalusing looking at trying to at least pick up the first down. Easier said than done against this defense, though.
Sure, especially if they try to run it.
Out of the eye. Usually Jones will get it at fullback. Taylor throws a quick pass. Could have been a lateral, and it's incomplete pass.
I'm not sure if that was tipped or not.
Well, Malachowski was on him, so whether it was tipped or not, he couldn't get a pass away. Jason Malachowski on a quarterback, number 2's Greg Taylor's feet. Punting situation for the Rams. 2:54 left in the first half, and enough time on the clock there for the Big Red to march down the field. Otis in punt formation. Sebas and Veach deep. Snaps back. Rush this time from Jeff Evans, and he blocked it. Block punt by number 54, Jeff Evans. Good job, and the ball goes out of bounds. Boy, came right in the middle.
Came right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
You know, and I think we were not rushing the punter all night long.
Right.
And I think he just took his time and took an extra hop and a skip. And I think Jeff made him pay.
Yep.
Good field position for Big Red again.
Well, the way he's been punting, about a 36-yard shift in field position.
Absolutely.
Sebas fakes to Bailey.
Crossing.
Rolls to the left.
75.
Incomplete, out of bounds to Veach. Very close. A well-thrown ball. Well-thrown ball, but it just ran out of field. And they rolled Nicky out and gave him time. It was a moving pocket, right? A rolling pocket that time?
It was.
Yeah.
We ran. That's basically the same route we run on the crossings, Bob. Where Josh did the in before. This time he did a post, and Johnny just does an out and up.
And they rolled Nicky out and gave him time. It was a moving pocket, right? A rolling pocket that time?
It was.
Yeah.
We ran. That's basically the same route we run on the crossings, Bob. Where Josh did the in before. This time he did a post, and Johnny just does an out and up or a deep out.
Well, Johnny got open that time.
He was open. Just ran out of field.
Sebas straight drop back. Big rush. It's a screen pass, but there were Rams there. The screen pass was covered that time. Put Sebas back to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 13-yard loss. Third down and about 23 yards. No, they moved it up. Third and about 22. They moved it up only a yard.
That was just taking way too long to develop. And
mainly because there was a Ram lineman standing by our receiver. It just wasn't going to.
It wasn't going to happen.
No, that wasn't going to happen.
No, good job by the Wyalusing coaching staff.
Definitely.
I mean, we run the play every game.
They were ready for that one.
There's
Try the draw play to Veach. Good block in the center, and he gets...
He's going to be about 5 yards
5 yards to go, but with 1:51 left on the clock, I don't know what Coach Williams will do here. If he'll go into a punting situation or go for it.
We're going to go for it.
I think so, too. Timeout called by the Red Tornadoes. And on this timeout, as we're sitting here, we have some of the things from Mr. Gergen on where it all stands right now. South Williamsport has 108 points coming into tonight. Mount Carmel, 101 points. This is in the District 4 AA playoffs. Central Columbia, 81. Hughesville, 81. And Lyon Mountain, 73. And we've tried all our projections, Jose, to try to figure out who's going to have what. But
meaningless, Bob.
It's meaningless this week to do anything. Next week, you'll know. Next week we'll know
if so-and-so beats somebody or so-and-so loses. This is all guesswork, and it's just a waste of time. Actually, I mean, it's good to have a feeling we're going to be first or second in the district.
Well, it appears that that definitely South Williamsport and Mount Carmel will be first and second in District 4 AA.
We'd like to be first because that means 2 home games, if at all possible. The third place team, Central, Hughesville, possibly Lyon Mountain, could be sneak in at the 4th place, and they'll be interesting.
Sebas, back to pass. Little high, intercepted, and that one he should have knocked down. He should not have intercepted it, but it'll be first down and 10 Rams from about the 14-yard line. That one was just a little high, Jose.
Yeah, it was. It was very well covered, though.
First down and 10 Rams with 1:36 on the clock. Number 2, Taylor, into the game at quarterback. Trips right, set up here for the Rams. Going to hand off to the big fullback Jones and Terry Meyer on the tackle. Also number 80, Chris Cuff. Second down, 11 yards to go, 1:23 on the clock, and winding down in the first half, the Red Tornadoes with a slim 6-0 lead.
Probably not at all the game people expected, Bob.
Oh, definitely not.
You're certainly playing, you're certainly a legitimate football team. And when you're tough defensively, you can keep yourself in football games because you just wait for the offenses to make a mistake.
Timeout called by Taylor. At 55 seconds left on the clock. He didn't like something that was set up there, Jose, so we'll on this timeout see what, they'll talk it over and see what's happening here. 75 back into the lineup. He had come out for that one play, Josh Dimmick, and they bring him back in along with number 51, Larry Whipple. So making some changes in their offensive line right now are the Rams, as Coach Conley out with the Red Tornadoes talking over what's going on here. The Red Tornadoes next week face Selinsgrove. That'll be the last game of the year for the Red Tornadoes.
And it's going to be a real good football game, Bob. Selinsgrove started off the year with a big win over Danville and ended up losing to Blue Mountain last week and to Central in the middle of the season, but it has come back. And it's going to be a real good football game. And obviously the kid at quarterback, the Leidick kid, is getting better all the time. He's a good basketball player also, and he's doing a great job at quarterback. Clint Inch is a wide receiver that we're certainly going to have to be aware of. He's not a Bartosik, but he's a good receiver and ran on Selinsgrove 4x4 team and also was a 100-meter dash runner.
And the third year we'll see him, right? This is the third year we see Inch.
Yes. So there'll be something to be reckoned with.
Second down, 12 yards to go. Back in the I formation. And movement on the Rams line. This one will go against the Rams, 75, moving Josh Dimmick. And when you get 300 pounds moving, it's hard to stop it, Jose.
Yeah, he picked himself up and he was going, and that was it. It was over. He is a big dude. I mean, and for them to have him playing guard, he must have some kind of foot movement.
No, you know what they said? They like the two brothers on the same side. They work well together on the same side. They actually said we should have him at tackle, but the brothers work good together.
Well,
so
maybe
that's
they should
how
put
it
him
happened.
back at tackle.
Second down, long yards to go here for the Rams, and they're working their way backwards. Taylor, big rush, pressure. Chesney with the interception. He has room to the corner of the end zone. Has to cut it back. And out at the 1-yard line.
Oh, man, Nick. Almost.
I'm not sure who made the rush. I wasn't sure who made the rush, Jose, but a good interception by Chesney. Played the ball all the way.
Interception number 5 for Nicky on this season, but we've had a drought the last few weeks. The only interception we had was Steve Zinkovic's against Marion.
What helped cause that interception was the pressure from somebody. Somebody hit Taylor as he was letting the ball go and just came right out here. Chesney had to get it, but good play and a nice run back by Nick Chesney. He made a great cut. Looks like they're about on the 1 foot line,
well,
Jose.
You can't get any closer than where they're at, Bob. Quarterback.
And look at this, nobody in the middle.
Nobody there.
Jingles, touchdown behind Jonathan Else. Hey, when they can call that one off, and that one that can be called off by Sinkovic and Jonathan Else, and good job. 42 seconds left in the first half. Timeout called by the Red Tornadoes.
Changed again real quick, Bob, the complexion. This was, what was it, 4 minutes, and it was a nothing football game.
Right. Well, we saw that last week when it was going the other direction. It was 21-0, and all of a sudden 28-25. I was talking to somebody during the week that said they actually turned the radio off when it was 21-0, happened to turn it back on and heard it was 28-25, and then listened to the rest of the game. Red Tornadoes will go for 2 here.
No, I know people that left the game when it was 21-0. Not only did they turn it off, they left.
Right.
That was a mistake, huh?
Well, how did Warren say? You should have paid Shikellamy to go to that game. You should have paid more to Shikellamy to go to that game.
Paid more?
Right. They're going to go for Red Tornadoes are going to go from the left hash mark out of split back formation. Usually this means they're going to the right side. Let's see. Fake to Veach in the middle, go to the right. Siebes is going to keep the ball, and he's into the end zone for 2. Good job by Nick Siebes that time to work his way through a hole, Jose.
Well, Nicky puts so much pressure on anybody when we have a whole field to work with and he sprints right. That means he can run, he can throw, he can keep to the post, and if he cuts it back up like that, he's so quick that he just keeps everybody off balance. He's just a scary football player to play defense against.
42 seconds left in the first half, 14-0 Red Tornadoes.
Set up by Nick Chesney's 24-yard return of an interception down to the 1 foot yard line, that one foot line.
And I just can't believe, Jose, when they're there that they do that they will leave that open. I mean, Jonathan only has to make one block. Actually, that's all you have to do. You have to get to that linebacker so he doesn't come, and it's a touchdown. It doesn't take any more than that. So.
Well, even as opposed to the play on the first down where they had the 2 big guys right over the center, they had it open. They didn't even have anybody over them at all. And it would have been foolish not to call it off.
That's right.
Right up there.
42 seconds left. Mike Sinkovich will kick off for the Red Tornadoes. Justin Johnson takes the kick on about the 11-yard line or the 6-yard line. And a nice tackle made by number 8, Mike Smith. Smitty down on his ankles. Shellhammer helped out there, and number 6 for the Red Tornadoes, Vince Yusenchak. Probably behooves the Rams to run it out right now with 34 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that was a case where we just forced them out of what they were trying to do, running the football, and they proved that they couldn't do it, and they had to do something that they weren't totally comfortable with, and it led to a mistake.
Out of the eye. Tries Otis. Chesney with a hit along with number 47, Sinkovich. Second down, 5 yards to go. Fake to the fullback up the middle and gave it to the halfback coming through.
No real sense of urgency. I wonder if they're happy with this.
I think they're done.
Or are they going to call a timeout? Now they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout called by the Rams. 7 coming into the lineup for the Rams, which is Jared Henninger.
What is he, Bob?
Well, Henninger plays the cornerback on defense, but he's usually not lined up. Well, yeah, he's the split end. I don't know who they had in for him because he just started. Maybe he wasn't out there, Jose. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but they just brought him in.
Cool.
How often you see the Red Tornadoes do that, though, toward the end of the half, be able to put one in and really make it.
This year, very often.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, because you imagine the first quarters. You can count the first quarters we went this year with no score or very little score, maybe 6 points, and then right at the end of the half put some points up there. You have that, don't you?
Well, we've scored 61 points in the first quarter, but we've scored 83 in the second so far this season. So we have made adjustments in the first quarter to come back and get our offense going in the second quarter.
And they're the statistics after 8 games. I guess, actually, they were really, really good defensively statistics up until last week.
Yeah. Last week just threw everything out of whack.
10 seconds left on the clock in the first half. The Rams with a 2nd down and 5. Well, actually a 2nd down and go for a touchdown. But they hand off to the fullback, Jones, and 47, Sinkovich on the tackle. 58, Mike Sinkovich, and helped out by number 2, Nick Chesney. That's the end of the first half. The score, the Red Tornadoes 14, the Wyalusing Rams nothing. We'll be back with some halftime highlights in one moment. Okay, we're back here and we have some halftime stats with Jose Gonzalo.
Okay, Bob, a nice first half for Mount Carmel offensively in the first half. 18 rushing attempts for a total of 106 yards, 2 of 9 passing for 15 yards and 5 first downs. Individually, Johnny Veach, 8 carries, 105 yards. Al Bailey, 5 carries for 10 yards. Nick Sebas, 5 for -9. Josh Paracella, 2 catches for 15 yards. Total offense of 121 yards. For Wyalusing, also 18 rushing attempts for -1 yard.
Wow.
We've been averaging 43 yards a game on the ground defensively, and we're right in the position to lower that a little bit. 2 of 6 passing for 28 yards, 1 first down. Bob, Johnny Beach right now has 1,266 yards on the season as a sophomore. It's the 6th or 7th best rushing season in school history. And the only other sophomore to get more yards than he was Brett in the 1994 championship season, where he had to beat between 1,500 and 1,600 yards. We stay in enough games, we're going to surpass that.
Yeah, see him do that, won't we?
Bob, a little interesting thing at halftime tonight. I got an opportunity to watch the band where I normally don't, and they did an excellent job as usual. Got the crowd going with their rendition of Sing, Sing, Sing. And, you know, as the seasons go by in football, we talk about guys getting better and progressing. And one of the things that I really noticed tonight was Miss Jen Rovito, the drum major, who was a whole lot more animated and into it than she was early in the season. I guess feeling her way into the position. As you know, her dad, Sam, we were both in the band with long ago. We're just not even going to talk about how long ago that was. But she's doing a great job as the band drum major in this. And percussion, you can tell we're a percussion-oriented band. They did a great job in the middle of that, too.
She moves a lot better than Sam ever did.
Sam never moved.
Give credit a lot to the coaching staff tonight, Dave Whitey Williams and his assistant Charlie Conley, who I mean, they put together a good one on defense and looked like they had an offensive plan all worked out for this team, and so far so good.
Yeah, Wyalusing also had a plan too, which I'm still trying to figure out.
Well, it appeared like they wanted to try to
run
run the football in the first quarter, and then, or if they could run and make it happen, I don't know, and then come out in that passing in the second quarter. So, Red Tornadoes had deferred in the first half, so Wyalusing will have to kick off here to start the second half. So the defer worked too, Jose. You talked about that a couple times. You talked about saying that you thought we should maybe defer and get that defense out there.
Well, there was a stretch in the middle of the season here where I felt that, you know, Marion and the game after that, we were struggling, North Schuylkill struggling a little bit offensively. And I just felt that maybe if we did defer and let the defense on the field and not force the offense into not making a play and starting to feel bad, and just make the defense make a play early, I just thought it might have been taking some pressure off of the offense.
That worked pretty good tonight. Squib kick, bounces and goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Well, we'll get good field position.
Well, from the 35 or the 40, I forget where they place the ball.
We're going to make them kick it over. We have an option to make them kick it over.
We're going to let them kick it over again. That was, I think 14 Otis does the kickoff. Well, we had the ball. We would have had the ball on, what, the 35,
35.
Right? I'm not sure he wasn't trying that onside kick from last week. I'm really not sure. That appeared like might be what he was doing, Jose.
Yeah, it did. They're going to get a 5-yard penalty. They'll have to kick from the 30. And perhaps let's see if we get past the 35 and see how.
If you look, he's looking to the sideline right now. He's getting his signal from his coach, what the coach wants him to do. Let's see if he really can boom one or if that was what he tried. He really can kick one if he wants to,
sure
and there
could.
he did. Takes it to Bailey on about the 15-yard line. Finds some running room up the middle of the field. Big hole. And down to about the 44-yard line. Good run back by Al Bailey. And right there, we gained about 25 yards in field position. So good job by the Red Tornadoes coaches to make them kick over again.
Nice hole by the kick team, right up the middle, center return, and Al just turned it up and put on the burners and made a real nice return out of it.
First down, Red Tornadoes. Penalty against the Rams. I didn't see what they called, Jose.
I didn't either. There were one penalty in the first half, and now we had 2 on 2 plays.
First down, 5 yards to go early in the first half. Early in the second half. Sorry about that. Van Doren in motion to the left side. Sebas hands off to Veach. Up the middle. And first down, Red Tornadoes at about the 24-yard line. Good run, Jonathan Veach.
13-yard burst right up the middle. First down, number 6.
At the 25-yard line. Smith brings the play into the Red Tornado huddle. Red Tornadoes will go into a split back formation. Bailey and Veach as the split backs. Smith goes in motion. Going to give it to Bailey off the left side, and looks like he got about 5 yards to the 20-yard line. Actually, a lot of guys on the line on that play, and actually they lined a linebacker up right behind the tackle, Jose, and brought him after the tackle made a hit. So watch them do that again on the right side of their defensive line.
Yeah, they
line a linebacker up right behind the tackle. Out of the splits, we're going right. Veach cuts it back a little bit and gets close to the 15-yard line. He's going to be on about the 16-yard line, I think.
A yard short.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
We didn't see cheater backs tonight, did we?
Nope, I don't think so. Not that I remember.
This would have been an occasion for it if we were going to do it.
We have a Ram player hurt. 77, that's the nose guard coming off there, Chris Cogswell.
So to replace him with a 300-pounder.
Yeah, they brought 74 Jeremy Dimmick in. But actually, right now they're split. They're not going out of the with a nose guard right now. Going to try Bailey, cuts it back. First down, Red Tornadoes down to about the 12-yard line. In on the stop, number 20, Ken McCarty. Now,
7 carries, 19 yards for Al so far.
Whipple into the lineup, number 51. He'll come in at left tackle for the Rams. Out of the I formation. Sebas to Veach. Right up the middle and then cuts to the right side to the 3-yard line. Maybe the 2. Nice run.
Real nice.
Running real nice out of the I formation. I like him out of the eye because I think he gives him more time to get in there and make that cut, Jose.
You know, we talked about that last week, where he just seems to be able to see where to head a lot better when he's deeper in the eye.
I'm not sure who called the timeout here. I think it might have been a Wyalusing timeout.
Bob, while we have a chance here, we can thank Wyalusing for the nice facilities up here, and Coach Raul Aspiazu.
Yes.
The AD at Wyalusing. He's been a friend of mine for a number of years, and when Joel was a freshman in high school, he got an opportunity to play Keystone Games basketball, and Raul was his coach. And that's when I was up here prior to that. And Raul is a real quality guy. His basketball teams are always in the division playoff hunt, and I believe won the districts the year before we did, and they also won the year we did in '95, and we're headed to play them, and we both lost, I believe, in the Eastern semi-final.
Yeah, and you introduced him to me. Really nice guy. They treated us very well up here.
Yes, they did.
In motion to the right side, going to go to Bailey to the left side, and he's down to maybe the 1-yard line, but that'll be real close to a first down, Jose.
It should be a first down. Let's see if they drop the stakes across the field. Yes, it is.
Probably about 6 inches to go from the goal line right there. Play coming in by Van Doren.
I doubt if they'll have the same defensive set that they did last time.
You wouldn't think so, would you?
No, but they do.
They have the 2 big guys in the middle, and it is there again.
It's there again. Go ahead.
We're going to try something, but they're going to go to Bailey off the left side. Touchdown. They get Al Bailey a touchdown. Nice run off the left side.
Nice hole.
8:39, the Red Tornadoes lead 20-0. Mike Sinkovich in to attempt the extra point.
7 plays, 57 yards, Bob.
Nice drive.
In 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Paracello will hold number 75, John Else, with the long snap. Snaps back, it's down, kicks up, and it's good. With 8:39 left in the third quarter, the score, the Red Tornadoes 21, the Rams nothing. Nice drive that time.
Real nice drive. It looks like they found something they wanted to do in this half and came out methodically and just went right down the field. And we have to develop some sort of killer instinct too with this football team. We can't let people get up 21-0 like we did last week and then let them back in the football game. I think we have to stuff them again and come back and score again, and I think that'll make Coach Williams very happy.
Right. 58, Mike Sinkovich will kick off for the Red Tornadoes. Otis is the deep back for the Wyalusing, and he really hasn't been able to get started tonight, Jose. He had 942 yards coming into tonight's game.
Well, this defensive front is
right.
enough to ruin anybody's average. People shouldn't be fooled by the yards gained last week.
Well, I think next week Otis will do pretty well against Tawanda and maybe be able to hit his 1,000 yards. Oh, it's a reverse handoff to Otis. They get some yards for him out here, but a nice read that time by Ron Lentini. Tackles him on about the 23-yard line. Lentini held his ground, stayed right in his lane of coming down on the kickoff, and did a good job.
Just the way they coach you.
You got to stay in those lanes on that kickoff, don't you?
Yes, you do. You have a responsibility in an area, and you have to stay there. You have the headhunters and the sabers in the back.
Taylor sets the Rams.
O'Brien back in the football game.
Yeah, they got power out to this side over here. And 24, the ball carrier, Justin Jones, he's the fullback.
Terry Meyer
on the tackle. Gain of about, what, 2 yards there, Jose? Maybe one. 1 yard.
We'll give
1 yard.
It's past the 24, so you have to give him the next yard. Mike taking his time with the shoe, this time giving O'Brien an extra play.
Officials timeout. I think somebody got hurt. That's that Cogswell. He was hurt on defense on that last series, and he's just not able to make it in there on that
he has
leg.
A bad pin someplace. Here comes Mike. It enabled Mike to get back in the game.
O'Brien getting some playing time though tonight. He's getting to see some quarters here put together when Mike's changing his shoe.
Well, I think they expected a lot from O'Brien this year. Had the injury not held him back, I think you would have seen him a lot more. And I think gradually toward the end of the season, they're going to try to get him some more time.
Out of the eye. Twins left here, set up to the short side of the field. Going to throw to that side. Oh, great play, Terry Meyer. Number 1, Terry Meyer on that one all the way.
Terry just had a great drop into the slant zone, and it looks like maybe they worked on some things this week, and he did a real nice job that time, just as a linebacker should. Because it's almost impossible for the corner to cover that slant. They need help from the inside.
Well, that time it was covered as good as you can see it covered.
Yes, it was.
We got trips right for the Rams. Straight drop back. Looks over to the sideline. Incomplete.
Looks like it got away on him.
Yep. 4th down, 7:38 left in the third quarter. Punting situation for the Rams. 14, Otis will be in the punt.
Back to punt from the Rams. Be number 14, Wyalusing. Maybe back to receive the Tornadoes. Number 25, John Beach. Joined by number 5, Nick Stevens.
See, I think 77's usually in there, and 51 had to come in for him now, which is Larry Whipple. Snaps back. Low snap. Big rush this time. moved out of the way of Mickey Morose, and no flags on the play.
Well, he
Ball
was
taken by Veach for about a 2-yard gain.
He was a runner. He took a few steps.
Right, after he took the steps, right. Jason made sure, though, he made it look like he didn't want to knock him over. Did you see that, Jose?
Yeah. I think Mickey got him, though.
First down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. Johnson stays in there at safety, and they started with him, so maybe since we had the lineups with Otis starting at safety, they kept him just as a running back and used Johnson back here. He did a nice job from his safety position. Sebas rolls, looks downfield, has Veach along with 32, who is as good as they come, Brooks Bramley. He was covered all the way, and that'll be interference called against Red Tornadoes.
Offensive interference, that's right.
But he had to do it because...
Is that Veach or Paracella? I can't see from here.
That's Paracella, right?
Yes.
Yes. It was an interception, Jose. Yeah, it was an interception by Bramley. So Bramley has 6 now. We all couldn't see it from here, including the scoreboard guys. They didn't call it either. So interception, and the Rams take over. First down and 10. No, wait a minute. We're talking this thing over here right now. We're talking this all over.
Well, I'm glad to
right
see
now.
them talk anyway.
Well, I didn't think it was intercepted. So someone did, but I didn't think it was intercepted.
Evidently it was not.
No.
But there was not an interception on the play.
Inconsistency. It's one word.
I didn't think he had it because I saw the ball roll out of bounds right away as soon as they both went down. Saw the interference, but not the interception.
Well, the interference probably was a decent play too.
Oh, he had
maybe
to.
It would have been.
He had no choice.
Interception.
No choice.
That's a good play.
Great coverage by Bramley. Though.
Receivers have to become defensive backs.
When that situation, when Bramley is running, when he's running the fade himself, isn't he? Huh?
Well, he's in a better position to catch the football.
First down, 25 for the Red Tornadoes. Yeah, it's second down and 25. That's right. Big shift by the Red Tornadoes. Oh, and motion. This one's going back another 5, so this has been about one of the better drives for the Rams here, Jose.
Yeah, it has. Maybe we're losing some concentration at this point, and we shouldn't do that. We should get another touchdown and put it away.
Second down, 30 yards to go. The ball now on the 32-yard line. Nope, 28-yard line. Yep. Well, you pick up 15 at a time here, Jose. They're going to run the same play again. See how it goes.
Let's do it until we get it right.
Van Doren in motion to the left side. It's a pass play. It's Van Doren. Sebas keeps running with the ball, and he's going to be tackled at about the 34-yard line. Nope.
And he never went down.
Never went down. Look, Van Doren was breaking open, but Sebas just didn't have enough time, Jose.
I didn't quite see it, Bob.
Third down, 6:58 left on the clock in the third quarter. Looks like a pretty good play.
I didn't see where they were headed.
They were heading on a post.
Were they?
It's a post play. It looks like a run, but it's a post pattern that Van Doren runs. Oh boy. The end released, and that's all. Great play. That was just a great play by number 85 in on the tackle, Aaron Easterbrook. And you have got to stop Easterbrook on the line a little bit longer than he was stopped, Jose.
Yeah, you do. He had real good pressure on Nick and was able to make the play. An 8-yard loss. Then we got a 4th and 32. Have to punt.
47, Steve Sinkovich in the punt. Otis and Bramley back. Snaps back from Meyer. Kicks away. Oh, look at this guy coming down here. That's Paracella coming all the way down, and he beat the ball down there, Jose, to about the 34-yard line. Good coverage.
Great roll, too.
Good coverage. With 5:49 left in the third quarter, the score, Red Tornadoes 21, the Rams of Wyalusing nothing.
40-yard punt for Steven that time.
Well, the Rams, if they're going to do anything, they better start it right here. Out of the I formation. Going to pitch back to Otis and try to get him outside. He cuts back and gains about maybe 1 yard. Down on the bottom of the pile, 29, Paracella.
White uniforms are tough, Bob, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And number 1, Meyer, also in there. Well, you have a rough time with 29 and 26 and 28. You get Bailey Paracella and Lentini in there. Sometimes it's hard picking out who made the stop.
Second and 7 for the Rams.
Second down, 7. Going to pitch to Otis, try to take him out the other side. 47, Steve Sinkovich chasing him down, makes the stop and helped out by number 2, Nick Chesney. Gain of maybe 1 yard.
They strung that out just the way you're taught to do that.
Third and 6. Ball directed at the Wyalusing 38.
Seems like Wyalusing gets an idea about what they want to run, and then they just try
just
it.
keep doing it and doing it and
Yeah.
doing it. They used the left-hand side in the first half, and now we're going to try to go right.
The third and 6. The ball resting at the Ram 38.
Third down, 6 yards to go. Twin receivers out here to the left side. Big rush from Mike Sinkovich and Jason Malakowski.
And I think Jason
And help
had him
Jeff
on that.
Evans, too. Jason has him, right.
Jason has the
Malakowski
sack.
has him. Malakowski, Evans, and Sinkovich in on that rush, though.
It was great pressure. It was great push up off.
Punting situation, 4:03 left in the third quarter. 21-0 Red Tornadoes. Otis back in punt formation. Deep for the Red Tornadoes, Sebas and Veach. See if we rush this time or try to set up. Oh, a bad snap. I'm not sure there was a rush on. Fair catch called for by Sebas, and he takes it on the 39-yard line. First down and 10 Red Tornadoes from their own 39. O'Brien now comes into the game. He's going to take Mike Sinkovich's place at right guard, so they'll give Matt some time at the offensive guard position, Jose.
Oh, that'll be excellent for him, and I think they really have to get him some time for next season.
Sebas, quick drop back, quick pass to Chesney on the left side. Good gain of about 6 yards. Nice play.
Gain of about 6 on the play. Second and 4. Ball resting at the
Chesney lined out there, split to the left side. And that quick pass helps Nick Sebas build his confidence too.
The hits and the hooks, and even a quick out, I think Nicky throws as well as anybody.
Well, you know what? They're keeping him Chesney in there along with now
Well,
Trips.
we're in a load set now,
Trips
which is
right,
4
yep.
receivers.
We're going to go out here to Van Doren, incomplete.
I think that was tipped. Was that tipped, Bob?
Boy, it was hard to tell.
It seemed to float a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Third down, 4 yards to go.
receiving $215 or
Ball's on about the 41-yard line.
So
No,
they're going to
46-yard
Going
line.
to stay 4 receivers,
Yeah. This is a little practice here, isn't it?
possibly.
A little bit of work.
Maybe they'll go backside to the guy on the left. Oh, we're going to run Nick.
On the quarterback draw, and it didn't work. Good play made by 74. And they tried on that left side of the line, and it just didn't work right there.
Brings up, what, 4th and 2? 4.
4 and about 4. No gain. No gain. Dimmick in on the tackle. Snaps back. Sinkovic punt. Taken by 32 Bramley. And a good open field tackle by 41 Mickey Moroz. First down and 10 Rams. .227 left in the third quarter. And it's getting nippier as this night goes along.
Well, that's the one plus about being up here, Bob. It's a lot less nippy than it is down on the grass.
That's right. The plus for you, right?
The plus for me.
Out of the eye. Taylor. Looks long.
He stopped running.
Yeah, good coverage by Chesney, but Bramley stopped there and it went over his head.
I think he would have ran right into it if he'd have just kept going. Nice pass. Well, you can see why they're ranked as one of the better defensive teams,
Yeah.
Bob. They're tough
played good
defensively.
defense.
They played very tough. Offensively, they're grabbing at things right now. Can't find anything that's going to work against.
Well,
Big
you're going to
Red.
grab against this Red Tornado defense. Oh, good play by Chesney. The pass was complete to Henninger, and it's going to be for about a 4-yard loss. And when your cornerback comes up and holds it to a 4-yard loss, that's an excellent play.
That's super. He came up just the way you're taught to do that also.
Justin Adams into the game and Bramley back into the game. So third and long, a passing situation, and they get their good hands people into the lineup.
Trips left.
And now 88 Shellhammer in at free safety too, Jose, for the Red Tornadoes.
Oh, Whitey, early in the season, if you remember, when we had a 2-touchdown lead or better, Nicky came out
Right.
and he let Jake play get some time, and he did the same thing tonight.
Timeout called here, and while we have a timeout, we'll let you know you're listening to and watching WKMC TV. We're broadcasting to you over a microwave signal, WLX267. We are an instructional fixed television station, and you're watching us on a Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock on Channel 13, courtesy of the Service Electric Cable System. And we'll be on a few more times as the boss, George McPhee, didn't come along with us, but he said he will try to make sure we cover the district games, which we know will probably be at least the first one played at Mount Carmel.
Definitely be at home, even if we lose to Sealands Grove. The second one depends. It's
still up
in the air. Like we talked about before, it's too much to guess at it right now. Wednesday, when the broadcast is on the air, we will definitely know a little bit more, and we'll know exactly what our options are and what things have to happen for us to be the first seed.
1:37 left in the third here. Big third down play for the Rams. They go out of the same formation. They have trips over here to the left side of the field, to the long side of the field. Taylor back to pass. Big rush, steps up in the pocket, looks on a post. Oh, good play, I think made by Shellhammer or Paracella. Somebody knocked the ball out of his arms. Fourth down.
Look like Paracella, Bob.
I think so. Flag on the play. Probably a holding call from where the flag took
I would
place.
imagine they'd decline it.
Yep. Declined by the Red Tornadoes. They'll still have a 4th down and 14 in a punting situation. I think the ball's on about the 17-yard line,
17,
there, Jose, right?
Uh-huh. Time for punt return.
We have Veach and Paracella deep this time instead of Sebas, so they keep Sebas out, and that's okay. Keep him safe and healthy, right?
Nicky's taking a lot of hits tonight.
They tried the big rush, and it made for a really bad kick. Went out of bounds, looks like on about maybe the 37-yard line in Ram territory.
That's a 20-yard punt. That'll hurt.
His earlier punts were really good, but I think we didn't have as much pressure on it at that time, and right now we are getting the pressure on him, so he's trying to hurry the punt right now.
We can afford to be a little bit more relaxed and gamble a little bit more at this stage.
First down and 10, Red Tornadoes. Split backs. Goes to Veach off the left side. Cuts it back and good for about a 5-yard gain. Jonathan took a pretty good shot there too. Right at the end, somebody piled on. Not piled on, it wasn't a late hit, but it just was someone falling down on top of him, and he was sort of flat on the ground when it happened.
That's 12 for 136 for Johnny tonight.
Oh, they're going to blitz. And flags on the play, and I'm not sure we had movement after they faked a blitz right there.
Might have had somebody flinch.
Number 50, Booker, into the lineup also for the Red Tornadoes now. I think he's in place of where O'Brien was, so it was somebody flinching there.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Second down, 10 yards to go. 42 seconds and winding down in the third quarter. Nick Chesney split far right. Paracella split far left. Single coverage here over on this right side. Going to try Bailey up the middle. Got about maybe 8-yard gain.
Let's see where they got the spot. Okay, 29.
Nope.
That'll be an 8.
Johnson in on the tackle for the Rams. This is going to be the end of the third quarter as it winds down here with 5-6 seconds left on the clock. The score at the end of the third quarter, the score, Red Tornadoes 21, the Rams nothing. One more quarter to go here from Wyalusing, and one of actually the second time we've played Wyalusing, first time in 96.
It's 28.
Right, 28-0.
That was in the district semifinal,
right.
I believe.
This game pretty much following suit of what that game did, Jose.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess they're probably still trying to figure out how to move the football on
Right.
Big Red.
Right. And that's what they tried to figure that night, if you remember.
Well, this will certainly help our confidence going into the Selinsgrove game next week after coming off a game like last week at Chickalemi.
Right. Smith comes in motion. Hand off to Veach. Oh, that's Bailey. Bailey was actually a tailback, and 47 Sinkovic was at the fullback. First down, Red Tornadoes.
9th first down for Big Red on the night.
Chesney comes into the lineup, and also Van Duren into the Red Tornado lineup. Bailey now goes to fullback, and Veach at the tailback spot. First down and 10, Red Tornadoes from the 21. Veach goes in motion. Going to give it to Bailey, and that one just got tied up all the way. There were just too many defenders over there.
Yeah.
There had to be 3 or 4 defenders waiting for them to come to that side of the field. 85 with the initial hit, which is Aaron Easterbrook.
Coach just felt that the traps would work coming into the football game, and I think on the whole they have. Occasionally they get clogged up like this occasion. Looks like 77. Who'd you tell me that was for Wyalusing?
Oh, yeah, 77
Yes.
was the nose guard, Cogswell.
Ice and crutches. It looks like he might be finished for the night.
Veach in motion to the left side, and flags on the play. And I'm not sure if we moved on that or what happened there, but I guess it is coming back, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Illegal procedure called against the Red Tornadoes. I didn't see it, Jose, so that one
Nope, I didn't either.
Can't see what they saw in that play. Siebes out of the I formation. Puts Veach in motion again to the left side of the field. Fakes to Bailey, 85 with the big rush again. Oh, great catch. And he's going to be out of bounds. But I'll tell you what, Nick Siebes took one heck of a hit from number 85. And we've talked about this so many times. He's getting up real slow.
Yeah, he's taking a number of hits.
He's getting up real slow. Well, you got to get that defensive end on the line of scrimmage. You have got to bump him before it all starts.
I think he had Nick Chesney open early on the post.
I think he heard footsteps coming there, too. .10:28 left in the ball game. 21-0 Red Tornadoes, but a big third down, 15 yards to go. Delayed draw, Jose.
Is that what you call him, Bob?
That's what I'm calling. Bailey comes in motion. Delayed draw to Veach up the middle. And he'll be about 3 yards short.
Good call.
Fourth down and about 5 yards to go. Chesney stays in the game along with Smith and Paracella. This is a pass play. You got to watch 85 Easterbrook coming from the left side of the Ram defense. Here he comes. Shovel pass to Veach, and they called a quick one there. And first down, Red Tornadoes down at about the 10-yard line.
No, looks
or
like
is that the
6
yard line? Boy, it's hard seeing them here. Great call. Because Easterbrook was coming again. He turns on the afterburners, and he just comes from that left defensive end position. .9:25 left and winding down in this one. Paracella goes split far right. We're out of the I formation. Fake to Veach in the round to Van Doren. No, it's Stevenson-Kovich.
That was a tight end around. That was a new wrinkle.
Yep. That's down to about the one or two. What a neat run. Neat play.
It's been a long time since I've seen that play. Remember when John Diminick took one for 94 yards against Berwick back in '81 when John was playing tight end.
Second down, they have it marked on the 2-yard line. Say second down, 2 yards to go. Fake the Veach, come the end around to the other side. Sinkovich with the ball, and that one goes backwards to the 5-yard line.
I think if Steve's going to run the football, we should put him at fullback. What do you think? Steve always was better running north and south rather than east and west.
That's right. Okay, we got Bailey at fullback along with Veach in the backfield. Third down, 5 yards to go.
There's your middle again, Robert.
Yeah. Going to go Veach up the middle to only about the 2-yard line. So this will be 4th and goal from the 2. I think you're going to see that power. Yep, here it comes. We're going to line up in some power. I don't know if it'll be the power eye or the cheater back, but I think this one they'll try to just poke it in behind some power, Jose.
Yeah, we'll actually tell them which way we're coming and dare them to stop it. And we're coming to right. Steve on the wing, Malikuski at tight end, Meyer as the up back.
They're shifting to that side. You see them. Veach behind all the power. Touchdown, Red Tornadoes.
Didn't matter.
7:02 in the ball game. 27-0 Red Tornadoes. Mike Sinkovich will attempt the extra point. Paracella with the hold and Else with the snap. Red Tornadoes shift out of their extra point formation into the standard one. Snaps back, it's down, the kick's up, and it's good. 28-0 at the 7:02 mark of the ball game.
A little over 7 minutes remaining to play tonight's ball game.
.58 Mike Sinkovich will kick off. Deep for the Rams, number 14 will go back, which is Larry Otis.
1 for 28. 28 yards. We only attempted one. Just one.
One field goal?
Yeah.
They were talking here in the press box was about field goal attempts, and Mike had one and made one, right?
Yes.
Gonna pitch it back to Otis. Oh, I'm not sure what they were doing there. They were thinking
So
about
they were going
it.
to hand it off.
He's still on his feet and gets up to about the 28-yard line. I think it was supposed to be a handoff.
Sure looked that way.
I'm not sure. Johnson started bringing the ball up, and it looked like he wanted to get it back into the hands of Otis.
What did you have on the tackles there, Bob? You see?
Oops, missed that one. Actually, Otis made a good tackle, a good stop on them, on them. So new look defense in here. You have O'Brien in on defense, Mickey Moreau's in on defense.
Jake Shellhammer.
Couple different ones. Jake Shellhammer back at free safety again. Going out of the shotgun. Big rush from Evans, and Malakowski runs Taylor down. Be about a 5-yard loss.
Malakowski and Daukus.
Right, the two ends. Clock keeps winding at the 6:32 mark of the ball game. Number 7, Henninger, comes into the game for the Rams. He brings the play in.
For some reason, he took the money rather than the game ball. Second and 16 for the Rams.
Taylor sets the Rams. Tried a quick pass, and Malakowski was just all over him there. He had no way of throwing. All he saw was number 60. That's all he saw, Jose.
He saw nothing else.
He jumped up to
just
throw, and
smothered
60 was right there.
Number 60, Jason Malakowski. Another loss on the play.
Third down, another loss on the play. Makes it third down, 17 yards to go.
It's third sack this half, Bob.
Bremley and Jones come back into the lineup now for the Rams.
2 in the first half gives us a total of 5 on the night. Team approaching team bests for this season.
Are they really?
Yes, they are.
Out of the shotgun, and Jones or Taylor calls timeout. Saw something he didn't like there, or he was running out of time, one or the other.
Coming into the night, we had 34 quarterback sacks for 211 yards lost. Add 5 to that brings us up to 39. I believe the season record is around 46 or 47. So very comparable defensive front.
And the same with rushing yards, really picking up on the rushing yards tonight,
Absolutely.
Jose.
A season best is 616 yards given up by the 94 championship team in 12 games. Thus far, we're at 366, and tonight we're minus 10.
So
we're
puts
at
it in the other
356. Yeah.
Right? Puts it in the other direction.
Yeah, we base the season records off on 12-game seasons because 15 would just be out of line or out of whack.
Well, compared to what we had other years, always, right?
We will list both when there's a 12 and 15
Right.
best either way.
Well, the total, and you have here in 8 games, yards lost rushing. Other opposing teams have lost 281 yards
281
rushing.
yards
Now,
rushing.
that counts sacks, too. Is that correct?
That counts everything
Okay.
behind the line of scrimmage.
5:13 left in the ball game, 28-0. Third down, 17 yards to go for the Rams. Out of the shotgun. Snaps back. Big rush from Malachowski. Got the pass off, and Otis gets the ball and knocked out of bounds by number 2, Nick Chesney. Well, I'll tell you what, Malachowski took on Taylor, and Taylor comes off limping. So 4th down situation for the Rams.
He's just dominating the game at this stage.
Paracella and Veach will be deep for the Red Tornadoes. Punting for the Rams, Larry Otis. Snaps back to Otis. Gets the kick away. Paracella is going to catch it and take it to the right side of the field. Gets one good block, and number 20 in on the tackle, which is Ken McCarty. Good block from number 1, Terry Meyer, and flags on the play. See which way this penalty's coming. It looks like they're talking to the Red Tornadoes. Personal foul against the Rams. All right, I think we have a change of lineup here. The Red Tornadoes come in with a new group of offensive players. Zublik will be a tailback for sure. They're going to go to Zublik and go off the right side of the line. Over on that right side, O'Brien's over there, number 74. Number 50 over there, Booker. 55 also in the game for the Red Tornadoes, which is Dave Shoppy. Quarterback number 6, Yasenchak. 37 also in there for the Red Tornadoes, John Kerprich. 28, Bailey stays in at fullback. Yasenchak throws. Incomplete to number 88, Shellhammer. 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
It's Vince's first pass this season. First pass of his varsity career.
The screen. How about that screen pass? Does that count?
Oh,
or
I'm
not?
sorry.
Okay. Just wondered if that one
Yeah, I
counted
missed
or not.
that one. I'm sorry.
I just thought about it because I wasn't sure if he threw it on that one.
Or was that called back for some reason?
That could be. Sorry to bring that up to you, Jose. Yasenchak back to throw again. Hit Shellhammer.
Nice.
Good pass, and it'll be a 1st down for the Red Tornadoes. And with the score 28-0, it gives Coach Williams time to let his freshman quarterback throw a little too. It's not like you're piling it on here. You got to give that kid some practice in a real game.
Oh, absolutely. He throws all summer like everybody else, and I just think he has his definite right to. And anyway, whether I was right or not on the throw, it's his first varsity completion.
There you go. That one's his first completion, isn't it?
Yeah, 11th 1st down for Tornadoes on the night.
Wow, there was really a wholesale change here on the Red Tornadoes. Yasenchak hands off. Ball carried by number 40, Ziegler. Aaron Ziegler, the ball carrier. 57, Brian Swaldy also in there at the center position for the Red Tornadoes. Yasenchak with Van Duren split left and Shellhammer split right. They kept Yasenchak with the ball, and a nice tackle made by number 85, Easterbrook again, and Easterbrook just comes free from that left defensive end position, Jose.
Yeah, it looked like he was untouched.
2:54 left in the ball game. 3rd down, 15 yards to go. Yasenchak, straight drop back. Looks over the middle. Great throw to Shellhammer. Gets to the ball where? On about the 6-yard line.
I hope nobody screams about this.
No, what they have to understand, it's a freshman quarterback that has not had the opportunity to throw the ball at all this year. This is his first opportunity, and that's what's happening here.
I think we're more about the 9, Bob.
9, okay. Blitz. Still gets the handoff. No, it's a fumble on the play, and that was just a blitz. You had to pick the blitz up, and the ball recovered by the Rams. Not much Yusenchak or Ziegler could do on that play, Jose. It was a blitz right through the middle of the Red Tornado line. Saw a real nice pass there from the freshman, though. He stayed in the pocket and really left a nice ball fly down the field. 2:02 left on the clock in the ball game. The Red Tornadoes 28-0. Taylor out of the shotgun formation. He's looking downfield. Big rush from the Red Tornadoes, and they get him back at about the 2-yard line. In on the stop, 89 Tommy Jacobs, and I think 41 Mickey Morose. Yep. A lot of new white shirts coming into this Red Tornado defensive lineup right now.
Ball about the 1, Bob.
Yeah, it looks like too many people there right now, though. There they go. They got it. I think it's on the 1-yard line, Jose. 1 or 2.
Second and 18 for 2.
Sets the Rams. Tries Jones. And nope, it's on the outside. A nice fake coming down the field. 28, the ball carrier. Mickey Morose on the chase. And touchdown for the Rams, 99 yards. And boy, that hurts your rushing average, Jose, at the end of the game, doesn't it?
Somebody's going to be mad at somebody when this is over. That might be the longest touchdown run ever run against Mount Carmel.
That was Adams. He's a starter in the ball game in here. Well, they went with they still had Taylor in it all, but you understand that too, Jose. As we were throwing the ball, they want to try to put some points on the board too, so. They're going to go for 2 here. And incomplete pass. With 58 seconds left on the clock, the score, the Red Tornadoes 28, the Rams 6. 28 will kick off Justin Adams. He faked it to the fullback and got the ball in Justin Adams' hands, and he ran her back 98 yards. They're calling it 98 here, Jose. Squibber kick. Bounces around, and the Red Tornadoes cover it at about the 24-yard line with 53 seconds left on the clock.
Kirkbridge?
Looks like Kirkbridge on the cover, yeah. Either that or 51, which it could have been 51 Karpinski. They were both there. Kirkbridge split far left. Here comes the blitz again. Tried the ball up the middle, I think, to Mike Powell. Yeah, Mike Powell, and that's about a 1-yard loss. 2-yard loss. Second down, 12 yards to go. 41 seconds left on the clock and winding down. Yusenchak hands off to Zublik. Maybe about a 1-yard gain, 12 seconds and winding down, and this one's going to end right here, Jose. The Red Tornadoes going to come away from the northern tier of Wyalusing with a 28-6 victory. Wyalusing, again, as we said, will go play Towanda next week. The Red Tornadoes will host the Selinsgrove Seals at the Silver Bowl. As Jose does his final stats here, we're watching the Red Tornadoes and the Wyalusing Rams meet at the center of the field. Great performance tonight by the Red Tornadoes, both defensively and offensively. Very well balanced. We saw it on both sides of the ball. And some mental lapses here or there, but when you come up here and a team that's 5-3, Jose, and you play them this way, they did a great job.
Yeah, obviously, like we said before during the game, obviously a very good defensive football team. Gave us all that we can handle offensively. We had to earn what we got offensively. We had some nice drives down the field, some nice plays. And I think that's one of the reasons we won the football game. And I think no matter what, we have to be happy after last week's game at Shikellamy, which could have been a confidence destroyer. We came back with a nice defensive effort tonight. For Mount Carmel, let's see if we can find it real quick. 43 rushing attempts for 176 yards, 6 of 17 passing for 64 yards, total of 240 yards in total offense, and 12 first downs. Individually, Johnny Veach again, 15 carries, 151 yards. Al Bailey, 12 for 39. Nick Sebas, 8 for -10. Jimmy Zublik, 2 for 3. Ziegler, 1 for 0. Vince Yasenchak, 2 for -5. Mike Powell, 1 for -2. Passing, Nick Sebas was 4 of 14 for 33. And Vince Yasenchak, 2 of 3 for 31. Individually, Nick Chesney, 1 for 7. Josh Paracella, 2 for 15. Johnny Veach, 1 for 11. Jake Shellhammer, 1 for 11. For the Wyalusing Rams, 26 rushing attempts for 80 yards. All of that coming on that 98-yard touchdown at the end of the game. It would have been -18. 4 of 12 passing for 31 for a total of 111 yards, 2 first downs. Obviously, Big Red, 6 sacks in a game. Defensively, as strong as ever, ready for the playoff run toward the end of the season,
Right.
Bob.
And it starts right with Selinsgrove, because that's where you can say, well, you could lose the Selinsgrove, but it's still the momentum booster you need to continue on, and you want to go in and have a good game against the Seals, and then find out what happens in the District 4 AA to see where we fit into either first or second place.
Yeah, you're right. Hopefully things will go our way, and we'll get the 2 home games at the Silver Bowl, avenge last year's only playoff loss in the history of the school. But we can't overlook Selinsgrove Seals next week.
Right.
An excellent football team, and I think we're going to have our hands full and get out to the Silver Bowl and watch the thing.
That's right. Well, that's about it from the northern tier up here. We're ready for our flight home, about 2 hours.
About that. Warren, Wayne, get back, please. I want to get back to the sideline.
That's about it from Wyalusing. Final score, 28-6. I'm Bob Else.
Jose Gonzalo.
See you next week.